Hey, good day, everybody. It's David. I just want to give y'all a sort of a tractor review of the snapper that I picked up. I feel this is probably the best buy in the tractor segment for 2020 currently. You can pick this up at your local dealerships. I say, I always say support your local dealerships anyway. They're the guys that are going to do the repairs for it anyway. So you have a rapport with those guys. They're going to treat you right. You're not going to get that from the big box stores. You're going to have to send it to the same shop anyway. So why did I pick this up for? I bought it for $19.99, but there was options on here that was a must for me, and I just want to go over those with y'all. So right at the gate, it does have a front bumper, which is nice to protect. It is a plastic grill. It does have LED headlights, which is not all of them do that. Some of them are still the standard headlights. This was a big for me right here. Metal hood. You just don't find that a lot. There's a lot of them are gone to plastic. Okay. Obviously, being owned by Briggs, this is going to be a Briggs Intech 23 horse. So the 23 horses is quite a bit bigger than what you get in this price point with the other tractors. It does have a battery right there, so easy access to that, to maintain that, pull it if you need to replace it, or put a trickle charger or whatever you're going to do. It obviously has a oil filter right there, easy access. It does have the cast iron front end grease fitting right there, so easy maintaining on that. There's your deck disconnect right there. Pull it forward, unhook it. So maintenance on this is going to be quite a bit easier than some of the other ones. One thing I want y'all to notice is see how the belt's tight. Obviously this thing is not running. This was a must for me, and I'm going to explain that to you. Right over here, most of the tractors in this price point are going to have a manual PTO or POT. This one's electric right there. So that's a blade engage. Most of the other ones have the arm right here, like a gear shift, and you flip it up. That engages the blades. What happens when you disengage it, your belts are actually loose on those pulleys down there. When you pull that gear shift up, there's one little pulley down there that pulls and tightens up the belt, and that engages all the other pulleys to run your blade. Do your research, guys. I'm telling you, that manual has been around for years and years. I understand it, but they have never, ever fixed that thing completely. You'll read more reviews about belts coming off these decks on this type of tractor, and that is the #1 complaint. I'm 50 years old. I don't care to get up underneath this tractor and always replacing the belt or putting the belt back on. So that was a #1 must for me, and for this price point, you just don't find that. So that was a must. It does have cruise control, which most of them do. This was another one. You don't see that a lot. You'll turn it, crank it up. That's your normal run. There's one that you can keep it running with the headlights on. During the daytime, probably 90% of the time you don't need your headlights. Just run normal. That way I'm not burning my bulbs up. Most of them nowadays don't have that. The bulbs are just going to continue to run even during the daytime. Okay. Here's another neat feature on this one. I know the John Deere's do a push button. Other ones do something with your key. This one, there's a little key that fits in here, and you can turn it to the right. That's when you can keep it like that, turn it on. That way when I'm backing up, my blades don't disengage. I can continue to cut. It seems like it's on a timer, maybe about 30 seconds, so I can go forward, back, where all the other ones, every time you get engaged and go forward, it turns it off and you have to push the button again. So that was a plus for me also. This does have the hydrostatic transaxle on it, and as you see back here in the back, unlike the John Deere E100, it's not the plastic one. This is the metal Tuff Torq case 46 on the back of this thing. That was a must for me also. This thing does have 7 settings for deck height for cutting the grass from 1.5 inches up to 4. There is your fuel tank level. See how I probably got about a 1/4 tank in there right now. This does have the higher back seat on it, and it's black. not yellow or orange like some of the other models that are going to be dirty after the first year you have it. This was another big one for me. Easy access, but see how big that thing is. I got big hands. I'm not going to be spilling gas all over my tractor because that's got a big mouth on that gas tank. So that was another bonus for me to help me on this one. It does have your parking brake just like all the other ones. There's your steering wheel, sort of got a flat steering wheel bottom down here. I guess a little more thigh room. It does have a wider body on it, which is nice. I'm a big guy. It does have the scalping wheels on it's on the back on this one and on the front on the other side. Right there. So the bonuses for me why I bought this thing, obviously the electric POT blade engage was huge. For me, I didn't want to fool with those belts all the time. Everything else seemed like easy maintenance for me. Easy access to the battery. The grease fitting seemed real easy to get to. The big mouth, gas cap, the higher back seat. So for the price, $19.99, and that when you go to your local dealerships, guys, let me share something with you. There's at times they'll give you 0% financing for 24 months to get one of these things. I got mine at 12 months, 0%. You know, I plan on paying this thing off in about 3 or 4 months anyway. But I needed to go ahead and have one because my mower died on me. So I went ahead and picked this one up. I went with Snapper because, hey, I had one 20 years ago, the little rear engine one. You know, I could have gone back to that because they still make that model, but the turning radius on the thing was not very good. I think it's 28. This one, turn radius is 14, which is better than most of them on the market right now. So what did I get? I got electronic POT, the higher back seat, the big gas cap, you know, and everything on here seemed like easier maintenance than what I saw with some of the other ones. For that price and 0% financing, you just can't knock it. And I have a rapport with the local dealership in the town just above us that, you know, they're gonna fix this thing because, hey, I'm his customer, you know what I'm saying? So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down below. I'll answer them for you. But like I said, I feel this is the best deal you can buy in 2020 for a lawn tractor for your house. All right, y'all have a good day, and we appreciate y'all.